Okay, so this is a piece about graffiti. So when I started teaching in the 80s, the process of induction, there were some very, kind of organised, explicit aspects of that, and there were a number that were quite implicit. In fact, generally it wasn't really that organised at all, and we used to call it a DIY, do-it-yourself process. So, for example, one of the things, I had no keys, and in the end I went, borrowed the keys from the head of P and got myself a set of keys cut for myself. And there were a number of other things, working out where you could get exercise books. So we thought it very much as a do-it-yourself process. But one of the implicit markers, if you like, of whether you'd arrived or not was whether the children had written any graffiti about you. And there were a number of different places for this. Most notably at that school was the sort of side of the sports hall furthest away from the school, and also the end of it. And right from the outset, really, that was my break time duty patch one day a week. And I started to look and see what was there, and it was kind of things. Mr. Gill's a bastard, Mr. Kurt's a fucking bastard, Miss Knowles is a bitch, that kind of thing. And there was quite a bit of it, and in those days people didn't seem that concerned about removing it. So I started teaching with a guy called Graham Dobson, and one of the things we laughed at straight away is we said, well, I wonder how long it'll be before we get a mention. That's going to be a real, rite of passage, where we've kind of earned the respect of the kids as sort of true hard bastards, if you like. And so the weeks went by, and to be honest, we were a bit disappointed. There was nothing. The autumn term passed, then the spring term, then we're into the summer term, and every time I was on duty, say once a week, I'd be out there. I mean, Graham, similar on another day, and we'd be saying, anything yet? No. And the tension started to get a bit around to that, and to be honest, it became a little bit competitive between us, I think, about who would have graffiti first. So it got to June of the summer term, and bear in mind, of course, now year 11, there was no sixth form at that school had left, so it's all a bit more relaxed, I suppose, around school. I was on duty one break time, moved a few potential smokers on, usual sort of thing, and I noticed there was some new stuff. There was still the old stuff, Mr. Gill was still a bastard, Mr. Kerr was still a fucking bastard, Miss Knowles was still a bitch, and there was some other things as well, but there was another one which looked a bit fresher, and so I went to have a closer look, and to be honest, to my horror, it actually said Dobson is a bastard. So, oh damn it, So I had a big search around to see if there was anything about me as well, just in case, but nothing. So break time finished. I went back in, and Graham was obviously had a free period after break. He was in the staff room, and I was free as well. So I went in and started to make myself a coffee, and I thought, oh no, I've got to be generous here. I was going to ignore it, but no, I'll have to say something. And so I said, just been on duty. He said, oh yeah. I said, yeah. And I sort of shook his hand and said, oh, what a mate. So something wasn't quite right, I have to say, but he said, oh, what's that? I said, oh, there's this graffiti about you, Dobson's. He's a fucking bastard, doesn't make up with it. And so he was delighted. He said, oh, brilliant. And, but there was something, not quite right about it. So I said, did you know it was there? So there was a bit of a pause, and he kind of, fiddled his coffee cup. And then he said to me, we said the induction process here is a bit kind of, do it yourself. So I'm going, yeah. He said, well, that graffiti, he said, I wrote it.